The time has finally come, boys. We finally reached 1,000 subscribers, and this is basically my way of celebrating it to make a video on the most requested character on my channel, and that is Red Guardian, from my boy B the Gamer to his new username that he changed to, I don't know why. It was basically either gonna be this video or a Mcoc Smash or Pass video. Yeah, I think this is the better alternative. So in today's video, we are here to discuss one of the champions in the game, and that is Red Guardian. Now Red Guardian, when he dropped, he was pretty unique. He brought a new ability of pretty much being buff immune, but look at him now. Now, like we always do with these kinds of videos, let's actually go over all of his abilities first, and then later on discuss why nobody plays him.
Okay. Yeah. It still fits.
Red Guardian is immune to buffs, and each time a buff is prevented by an immunity, he gains +1 durability for his shield. He starts each fight with the shield at 9 durability, and the maximum durability charges you can have is actually 10. However, each time you do block a hit, you remove 1 durability charge. Each stack of durability increases his perfect block chance by 5%. While the shield is intact, it allows him to block heavy as well as unblockable attacks, and he also gains additional block proficiency. Now when he blocks a heavy or an unblockable attack, it reduces the shield's durability to 0, and once the shield reaches 0 durability, the shield will then be fractured and goes on cooldown for 8 seconds. Each time the shield is fractured, the cooldown will then be increased by 300%, and once the cooldown ends, the shield will be repaired at 7 durability. Now once the shield fractures onto the opponent, it'll inflict a stun debuff for 1.9 seconds, and it'll also inflict a trauma debuff for 3 seconds. His heavy attacks gain additional attack rating for each unique debuff on the opponent, and they also refresh all slow, fragility, as well as trauma debuffs on the opponent. But moving on to the special attacks. Special 1. On activation, it inflicts a non-stacking slow debuff for 12 seconds, and while the opponent is suffering from a slow, Red Guardian's combat power rate will be increased by 25%. The Special 2. On activation, if the shield is intact, he will gain additional attack rating throughout the special, and if the attack strikes the opponent, the shield will then be fractured, removing all of the durability, and each stack of durability removed will grant him additional attack rating to each hit of the special attack. And lastly, during the attack, any debuffs inflicted will last 100% longer. The Special 3. If the shield is active, the durability will be set to max, and if the shield was fractured, it'll then end the cooldown immediately. The special also has a 100% chance to inflict a stun debuff for 1.9 seconds, and has a 100% chance to inflict a 20-second fragility debuff, which grants him additional critical damage attack rating and reduces the opponent's block proficiency by 50%. But moving on to the awakened ability. The maximum durability for the shield will be increased by 1 for every 40 signature levels obtained, with a max increase of 5, as well as well-timed blocks will have a percentage of chance to prevent durability loss, and lastly, trauma, slow, as well as fragility debuffs will last a percentage longer. And that is it for Red Guardian. Definitely a science champion. His whole kit is pretty much focused around his shield, dealing more damage depending on the amount of debuffs you have, some utility with the slow, as well as just some other things going on, as well as just one of the best looking special tools in the game. Bro hits you with his forehead and then lock. Now onto his appearance. It's pretty much based off of the movie version of him, which to be honest is pretty sick. He looks really good and there's not really any flaw to his design. Also just look at that beard, man. Now moving on to the topic of why nobody plays him. Now Red Guardian, he's a pretty good champion and definitely does have his utility as well as some uses. However, in 2023, it's pretty much just not enough. Everything that he pretty much does is done better by another champion in his class, and there's pretty much just champions in general who do what he does way better. He has a slow debuff on the special one. Silk pretty much places that after doing a heavy attack. He places trauma on the special 2. Hulk has trauma and his is just crazy. Now a problem I do have with him is with his durations. The debuffs that he does inflict just go away way too fast, and sure you can refresh them with the heavy attack. However, passive AI can pretty much mess up his whole playstyle and cause you to lose out on a lot of damage, especially when it comes to the trauma debuff on the special 2. That pretty much just goes away instantly like that. There's never really a situation where you sit down and think, Red Guardian might be good for this, because he's pretty much a relic of the past and set up unique things that other champions pretty much took and did them way better. But yeah, that is it for Red Guardian as well as the request for Be The Gamer. I'd like to thank you all for 1,000 subscribers, and also sorry for this video not being Mystic Spider-Man, because that was the last poll I made. Unfortunately, that video will still have to wait for a while because I just pulled these two Giga Chads right here, and the next videos I will make will be on these two. So if you're excited for that, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. And yeah, I'm sorry, Mystic Spider-Man, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments who next I should make a video on, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!